So I ended up checking out my lights recently and decided I was going to change things up a little bit, especially on the road. Old car, I'm pretty sure these are not the exact same lights, so I know all of them aren't the exact same lights that came with the car, but my headlights aren't all that bright. You know, they're the regular style headlights. I don't think they're the regular ones. I believe I've changed them out before. But you can see kind of like right here on the parking lights, you know, one's bright, one's not. Got the other one here. Then also my reverse lights, brake and turn signal lights. Now I know it is daytime outside, but these are very dim, even at night. These are the lights that I ended up getting. Just some lights off Amazon. And you can get the same ones too. Just with these front lights, you can do them from behind, but you know, whatever. It's only a couple of screws. You got a screw over here on the side. You got two screws, one here and one here, and voila. Just that easy. I'm just gonna swap these out. I'm gonna turn them on one more time. These are supposed to be freaking yellow. Well, I know the whole deal with LED lights. Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe I'd look at this one white light and be like, not so bad. But nope, I don't like it. If we look at the back, so the back lights sit right there and have easy access right there, and boom, clear lights. So maybe I do need those ones that I ordered after all. I bought an LED light for this light in here too, so it'll be brighter at night. Now this one is noticeably brighter and noticeably whiter. Okay, I guess one last time we're gonna see if we can actually use these those LED lights that I bought that were the white ones that I thought would go up front because I thought I ordered amber. Use them for the reverse lights. Alright, so in order to take the light bulb for the reverse light out, I actually got to come in here and unscrew a couple of these. So we'll go ahead and get to that, take it out, and then see if it's brighter. If you can look at this one, it really kind of looks, you know, off-white. If you come over to this one, it almost matches the paint on the car. So a couple of days later, and I am back now because I got the headlights in. I want to see how they look. I'll go ahead and put them in. You can see what I'm dealing with. You can tell the one on the left is newer than the one on the right. And I'm also going to try to see if I can run it to where they all four run low beam and then all four run high beam. So I'm going to see if I can figure that out too. Okay, so this is the light. You got 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this holder piece actually comes off, and then that's what kind of holds it in place. So got to make sure that that fits. But this light thing comes out, and then the plug is back there. So I'm gonna see how to get this one in there with the holder, take the plug out, and make sure that this plug that came with it actually works, and we'll see what they look like. So with both lights here, I'm going to use that harness that came with it. And you can see, so the harness that goes for the high beams is different for the one for the low beams. So I'm basically going to run the high beam light to the low beam positive and the low beam light to the high beam positive. That way, this light, both lights come on low beam, both lights come on high beam. Which should be okay because these lights, the new lights, pull a whole lot less juice than the old lights. So it shouldn't overload. But of course, after I wire it up, I'm gonna turn the car on, sit here. I'll probably let it run for about 30 minutes just to make sure that, it doesn't overheat, get hot. I'm gonna check the wires, check the ground, check the current going through them, all that kind of stuff. So I'll be straight. So I got them wired up. You can see the regular lights on this side, new lights on that side, and you'll also be able to see how I wired them up a little different. So you can see them now, the difference between the regular lights on the left side of the screen, new lights on the right side of the screen. Then when I put them in low beam, you can see one light came on before. Now I have it wired up to where two lights come on. And then when it goes high beam, both of those lights go into high beam mode as well. So that's going to be extremely bright. So I'm definitely going to have to adjust it so it's not beaming directly at the people passing on. But all four lights on low beam, I think that'll be sweet. I actually like that. Now I had to get that super bright LED light on the inside. That way when the law mess with me, because I got the big rims, they can see inside the car. And they ain't got to be drawing their guns with their scary ass, talking about they couldn't tell what was going on. Nah, it's bright in this mug. Even with the tint, you can see all the way through it. You can see the interior sitting in the back seat. You can see everything. You can see those LED side marker lights coming through. But just the car itself, I think it looks pretty nice. Still want to see them in the daytime to make sure I like them, but at night I like them for sure, especially with the four lights. So I'm gonna have to adjust them up and down, or down, so I can roll. Right, and I came up to the gas station right up the street. Got it on the wall. For right now, after looking in the light so many times, looks pretty close. I don't think it's perfect, but as long as it's not blinding anybody. So I'm gonna take that and run with it. So now it's all LED. So LEDs in the front, and I lowered the exposure so it wouldn't be blinding. But LED in the front all the way around, and then also LED in the back too. And then it does have the low beam, all four on the low beam. And so now this is high beam. LEDs all around, baby. Man, I done had this car probably about 10 years, almost a decade. I might have bought it in 2011 or something. But anyway, I had never paid close enough attention to realize until I just made that video, or just made a video about all the LED lights, that there are actually two bulbs on the side here. I just happened to look at this one and realize I already changed these out, but I just happened to look at this one and realize it wasn't as bright as this one, and then found out two more bulbs. Ain't that something? And I already got some. Those are 194 bulbs, so I'm gonna change those out for some LEDs. Basically just got to take this back off and then screw them out. Man, that's crazy. You learn something new every day.